The time where the guy down 90% bashes the guy who's down 99%. And we all become Bitcoin maxis. Or the guy who writes all those Twitter threads on different life hacks and how to do this better, how to do that better. Or, oh, you should do push-ups every single morning. The time when we crack out the ramen, like the cubed ramen because it's that bad. We don't roll out the cup ramen. That's like the gold stuff. We're just talking cube. Or if you're looking really fancy, you get some soup. Like, just get a can of soup sometimes with the pool tab. So you can just get it. Oh man, so good. Yeah, I probably should have shook that up. All the fat was like on the top. Very tasty. But good news is, it was BOGO from Publix. So I can do that with my second can. We'll see how it goes next time. Now, all jokes aside, this is where you anchor down and make your plan. You can make money in a bull market, but in a bear market is where you make life-changing money. In today's video, I want to give you 3 different sayings in crypto that should make you think twice. The very first saying is, this time is different. In Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verses 9, it says this: what has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. I wasn't the one who wrote the book of Ecclesiastes. I highly recommend you guys read it. It is probably the best all around life book, trading book, any type of book you want to know. It is the perfect book, especially Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Make sure you guys take a read into it. But the quote, this time is different, is unfortunately one of those sayings that you need to think twice about. You know, the classic saying, oh, the cycle's extending, it's never going to go back down. It's going to go up only. It's never going to retrace. This time is different. It's going to keep going up. Just be careful with those things. Think twice. Always take profits. That way, if it does go down, you'll be happy. If it goes up, well, you still have some, so you can enjoy the ride. Second is compound to maximize your returns. Hang on, this is good, but it's not always the same. Compounding a junk coin or a pool 2 token, you know, like in those degen farms, if the token you're paired against goes to 0, that compounding you're doing is going to 0. So 0 times, I don't know, 400 million compounds, whatever you do, it goes to 0. It doesn't matter. So what's important in the compounding aspect is what you're compounding. If your goal is to stack more Bitcoin, if your goal is to stack more ETH, if your goal is to stack more cash, those are entirely up to you what you want to do. But understand the risks of compounding and what you're getting into. The best thing to do is play with houseless money. Third, the classic saying of, it will never blank. It will never fail. It will never go down. Bitcoin will never go to 20K. This is a really bold statement to make. Believing into this statement and having 100% conviction into this statement can get you completely and utterly wrecked. The main reason for this is when you have the quote, it will never blank, you automatically calculate it out of the equation. Let's go ahead and give this as an example. Let's say the example when Bitcoin was at 60K. It will never go to 40K ever again. That's an extremely bold statement because now I'm saying it's never going to go to 40K, and I don't even calculate in any mental models the possibility of it going to 40K. This is wrong in an analysis to do, and it should always be factored in. So having this statement, you cannot calculate risk properly. So again, to sum up the 3 important sayings in crypto that should make you think twice. The first is, this time is different. No, not so much. Second, compound to maximize your returns. Make sure you understand what you're compounding. If you're compounding a junk coin and it goes to 0, at the end of the day, 0 times however many times you compound or whatever interest rate you got, it's still 0. Third, it will never blank. If you have a statement that says it will never do this or never do that, you don't fully calculate the risk correctly. It's important to calculate your risk. That way you can diversify your holdings and be able to live for another day. Remember, if you don't have any money, you can't place bets and you can't move on. I'm going to give you guys one bonus one. You guys can relate to this. Buy the dip. You know, what if it keeps on dipping? Well, you buy more dip. I bought all the dips, man. I'm out of chips. Well, it's time to get more chips, right? All right, guys. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. We're going to be in Proverbs chapter 14, verses 15. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thoughts to their steps. Super important, man. Always think before you do. If you guys want to jump in the Discord, there's a link in the description below. You guys can join a group with a bunch of other DeFi degens just like you. And I also share some exclusive content that I don't show on YouTube. Time to enjoy this soup. Yeah, I should have shook it up.